Hey, Alpha fam, welcome back to another episode of Alpha Commission. Today on Alpha Commission, of course, we're going to go over the small pullback on the Bitcoin chart that I did say to probably expect, and also this pullback on many of these altcoins as people take profits. Now, you can see that because Bitcoin is primarily going sideways, many of these altcoins are continuing to pump. FTM had a sizable movement, GMX, but overall, we are basically in this little bit of a toppy formation here. It does look a bit like this top over here and a kind of a little bit like this top over here. And so you might just expect that we could have a little bit of a drop, especially as we're underneath my hell line here. So underneath that line, we are likely to fall to hell. Above that line, of course, we can perhaps, take the stairwell to heaven. But guys, we do have a little bit of a rejection candle right here. And just for some quick and dirty, analysis, let's go ahead and take a look at my alpha momentum pools. And the alpha momentum pools have been leading us quite well in recent weeks. And so this strategy I will continue to use. You can see on one of these previous sessions, 2 to 5 day projections, that we did get a wick right to the top of that 2 to 5 day projection. And however, it was rejected there, and so into that daily pool we went. I will delete that 2 to 5 day, no longer useful, and we just swim to the other side of the pool, where now we're at the top of today's momentum pool, which is a good place to start the day. But as is the case with many of these, momentum pools, you start the day right there at the corner. If you don't get a lift off in the next candle, then most likely you're going for a dip in the pool. So we do have to keep our eye on this candle. Nothing is confirmed there, and you do see we have a nice kind of rejection wick from that area. So I don't know if pressure is going to push us down into the momentum pool, but we will lose momentum if we do cross that 16,888 level, okay? And we're going to lose significant momentum if we drop below 16,533. So those are the levels that you want to pay attention to for some, like building 4 hour candles on top of this momentum pool or below it. We do have a 2 to 5 day projection, which does suggest that ultimately we need to get above $17,095 if we want to see a pop. And you can see that is, confluent with my hell line here. And so if we want to escape, falling to a hell, then we should put some candles in that area at least over the next 2 days, if not today. Guys, let's go ahead and throw on, this says 12.1, but I actually did update this. Let's go ahead and throw on the alpha momentum scale so you can get a better idea of what's going on here. I will be bullish, just ish above $17,016. If I can see some 4 hour candles being put up there, then I will think that probably we have a good chance of breaking through this hell line. But if we do, fail to do that, then I'm going to take the 4 hour in this case because these pools are fairly long due to this pump over here that we had. You can see that we just had a pretty major pump, right? And so there's always the chance to just drop a significant way and recover some of this liquidity. And so the momentum pools are quite extended still. But so I will take the 4 hour just being right here at the top of this momentum pool. And if we do lose that level, as I said, 16,888, I will think that we're probably going to explore the bottom of this little range that we have here to grab that liquidity, since we only partially grabbed it here and we didn't even fill up 50%. I think that there's still some more low-hanging fruit for the market makers to try to grab in terms of liquidating people. But hey, we'll see. You can see this sort of thing happens here also, where you get a little grab and then later on you come the full way, a grab and then you come the full way. So something like that could be happening. We had a grab and then now could be the chance to come the full way to get all the rest of the liquidity. However, if we do put candles above 17,094, a couple 4 hour candles up there, then I will be, leaning solidly bullish. I do think we have the chance to pump. Now, the target really isn't that great. If we jump over to the daily and just put on some of our good old EMAs here, then you can see that we do have the 35s kind of rushing down overhead pretty quickly. This SMA is a threat. This is what could knock us on our butt, to be honest. And so if we do get a pump, I do see a limitation somewhere around 17,400, 17,500 before this 35 EMA has a chance to just thrash us. If we do break through that, then probably our target is around 17,800-ish, probably before we just tag one of these 50s and then have a similar phenomenon of perhaps some consolidation. But this one does have a chance. These 35s interacting do have a chance of having basically an alpha 9 knockout to the downside, which you can see the hell line would support us at the lower end of the range. But I would expect that we don't necessarily break all the way down unless the stock market and everything is going to hell as well. Guys, going back to the 4-hour chart. You can see that we do have the 300 EMA in that similar area of 17,800. So again, I do think that the next move is going to be kind of limited to under 18,000, perhaps 17,500 to 18,000. If we do get a pop up, which I would like to see for the sake of just for the bulls, and also if the market is truly going to go to the downside, it may just want to grab all of that liquidity before it does it. Guys, I think for the EMAs, that's pretty much going to wrap that up. I do have a second estimated neutral level where this is the daily. So the daily really isn't going to flip bearish unless we're underneath 16,570. And it's just so close. These are so close together, the 4-hour and our bullish level, and then the daily neutral and our daily bearish, that and this is such a wide gap in between that I did feel the need to put two neutral levels in here just to tell you, like, we're floating around a no man's land, okay, in between there. But we really only get bearish on the daily underneath a 16,533. Everything above that could just be a liquidity grab of this naked candle over here. And then I'm going to be solidly bearish underneath 16,425. And again, we'll lose most of, if not all of our momentum underneath 15,715. In which case, we're dropping probably to the $14,000 area, thereabouts. We can talk about that later. But, so ultimately we do want to see us hold above 16,400-ish and preferably above 16,600-ish, if at all possible, to retain some bullishness. Should we take the downside, then we can pop back up. Should we take the top side, then again, we're going to be limited probably by that 17,500 to 18,000, and then maybe we work our way down here. But guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Just keep this one short and sweet. Hope you guys are having an excellent weekend. That's your alpha for the day. Stay safe and happy trading.